Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Taurus, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So, with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? All right, so we do have the Three of Wands, we have the Moon, and then we also have the Temperance card out here. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Leo, possibly a Cancer, maybe even a Sag. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, okay? Taurus, I feel like Spirit's trying to prepare you for something, in advance, so that way you're not being caught off guard by all of this, is what I'm gathering, okay? I do want to look a little bit more into what this thing is in particular that's going to essentially happen, out of the blue, okay? So let's look a little bit more into that, because whatever this thing is that's about to happen, out of the blue, it's not something that you're going to essentially see coming. So it looks like Spirit just wants to prepare you in advance, okay? Tell me more about the Moon. We have the Ten of Wands, we got the Page of Pentacles, we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, here we go, with the King of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Pentacles. There's somebody here that you walked away from. You could have walked away from this person recently, or you could have walked away from this person many moons ago. Either which way, you walked away from someone. And whoever this someone is that you walked away from, I do see this person, resurfacing back up here for you. It kind of looks like this person has been fighting, I would say, the urge to contact you. And it kind of looks like they're finally deciding to cave in and extend themselves to you. It kind of looks like this person has actually been waiting to patiently hear from you, and it kind of looks like that hasn't happened yet, as far as them receiving communication from you is concerned, which is causing them to also essentially feel like if they really do want to have a conversation with you about what, I don't know, but if they really want to have a conversation with you, they need to be the one to extend themselves to you, because you're definitely not going to extend yourself to them. And by the way, I am definitely getting that they're not shocked or surprised by this. The fact that they haven't heard from you doesn't surprise them, nor does it shock them whatsoever. It's as if they were anticipating / expecting to never hear from you again after this ending occurred here between the two of you. I think this person knows you well enough to know that you probably weren't going to reach out to them after this ending here between the two of you. So even though we do see this person patiently waiting for you to contact them, something within them kind of told them that you're not going to contact them. You're not going to reach out to them. So I do see them taking it upon themselves to extend themselves to you. And this is something that Spirit wants you to be aware of in advance before it actually does happen. Now, why does Spirit want you to become aware of this before it actually happens is what I honestly want to look into. Because there's a reason, why Spirit's like, hey, Taurus, by the way, this one over here, they're going to be calling you very soon. They're going to be texting you very soon. Tell me more about Temperance. I just got, don't let them get into your head again. Don't let them get into your head again. Don't let them get into your head again. Okay, so this is kind of why Spirit wants you to become aware, of what's about to happen before it actually does happen, because this person's going to attempt to get into your head all over again. About what? I don't know. It's something that I do want to look into, though. Tell me more about the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles to the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. This person's going to try their hardest to talk their way back into your life all over again. This person's going to try to convince you also too that they've changed. They're also going to try to convince you that they have a lot of regret over the stuff that they basically put you through, and how they shouldn't have put you through the things that they put you through, and how they feel like they self-sabotaged everything. But I keep getting, don't let this person get into your head, Taurus. Don't let this person get into your head. Don't do it. Don't do it. For for some reason, Spirit's like, don't let them do it, man. Don't let them do it. And I guess we'll look a little bit more into why that is. But that's like the primary reason, right? Why, you know, Spirit wants you to know about this, you know, in advance. And what Spirit doesn't want you to do. How does this person currently view this relationship? All right. So this is kind of like reiterating like what I just said about this person. The temptation to run back is definitely there, and it's starting to like increase, you know, every minute that goes by, every hour that goes by, every day that goes by. And right now we do see them fighting the urge to call you, the urge to text you, the urge to run after you. We do see them fighting it, but there's going to come a point in time where this person's not going to be able to fight it and they're going to cave in. Okay, let's see. We have the Three of Cups to the Hierophant, and then we also have the Six of Pentacles to the King of Swords to the Lovers, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. In regards to how you're currently feeling, there's an overall energy of you essentially feeling like this person really is trying, you know, to get back with you and, you know, work things out with you and, you know, mend their relationship with you. So you definitely do feel like, okay, like, you know, they look like they're sorry for what they put me through, and they look like they regret everything that they put me through. And, you know, maybe this person, you know, had to like lose me in order to realize, you know, that they had a really, really good thing, you know, and maybe that's what's happening here. I want to look at this King of Swords energy because they keep showing up as a King of Swords. Tell me more about the King of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have the Six of Cups. What I'm about to say is going to sound very crazy, but I'm going to say it anyways. This person knows. This person knows that they're not the one for you. They know hands down that, you know, you're definitely the one for them, but they know that they're not the one for you. And there's like this inner knowing that somebody else is going to come along and try to take you away from them. But it has yet to happen, though. That's the thing. It has yet to happen. But okay, this is very weird, but I'm going to say it anyways. They just have like this like feeling that someone better than them is going to come along and sweep you off your feet. And they want to prevent that from happening. They want to prevent that from happening. I think it's safe to say that this person that you were dealing with is very intuitive. Very, very intuitive. I just feel like this person doesn't want anybody else to have you or experience you. Like, even though they know, you know what I mean, that they're definitely not the one for you, they want to be the one for you. But they know that they never will be, you know? And they also fucking know, you know, that somebody else is going to come along. They don't know when this person's going to come along, but they know somebody's going to come along and try to take you away from them. And they just want to like prevent that from happening. It's just, God, it's a weird thing to describe, but I don't know. Yeah, it's like a weird thing to describe, but I almost said he just knows. So it could be a guy that we're talking about here, but it could be a he, it could be a she. But that's what literally came out. He just knows. He just knows that somebody else is going to come along. And that's the thing that they fear. That's the thing that they fear the most, is this individual coming along and taking you away from them for good. Because they know that once this person walks into your life, they'll never see you again. And they'll never be able to have you again. Which is not something that I feel like this person's sharing with you Taurus, like I don't feel like this person's sharing with you this overwhelming feeling that they have that somebody better than them is going to come along and try to take you away from them. Like I don't think that they're sharing that with you. It's something that they just know intuitively that they just can't quite explain. They just know. They just know. And they feel like the only way that they could prevent that from happening is to essentially get you back. Because that's the only way that they feel like they can control this entire situation or prevent you, right, from like meeting this person, officially moving forward and moving on with your life, things of that nature. How does this person currently feel? We have the Eight of Wands to the Two of Swords, and then we also have the Six of Swords out here. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Wands, we do have the Page of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. Yeah. This to me feels like a screw it energy. Screw it. I'm just going to call them. Screw it. I'm just going to text them. Screw it. I'm just going to show up at, you know, their job. Screw it. I'm just going to show up at their house. Screw it. You know? Okay. So be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay? You know what Spirit does not want you to do. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, it is your life, technically speaking. You can do whatever you want with it, but we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Tower, and then we also have the Justice card. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Ace of Cups. In regards to how you plan on moving forward, there's a very big decision that you have to make in reference to this person that's trying to wiggle their way back into your life all over again. Okay. I do see you leaning far more towards not wanting to do this ever again with this person. Because of what you recently went through, you know, with them. You know, I do see you wanting to essentially avoid going through the same old with this individual, especially with the Temperance card to the Tower coming out here. You know, it's like you feel like Spirit saved you from more pain and more suffering, and you don't want to like turn around and invite the very person that caused nothing but pain and suffering back into your life all over again. But what's causing you to feel torn has a lot to do with the fact that you see this person trying to fix or repair things here with you. You see how sad they are. You see how much regret they have. And you see all of these things, and it's prompting you to feel like, okay, like maybe this time around, right? Things will be different. Maybe, you know, this person has now learned their lesson and you know, realize, you know, that they need to change and that they need to start doing this and that they need to stop doing that, things of that nature. But I think that it's very interesting that this individual knows. I think that this person knows that somebody's going to come along and try to take you away from them. And I think it's also crazy that, you know, Spirit's like, hey, don't let this person, you know, get into your head again. Don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. I think it's safe to say Spirit knows, you know, what Spirit has in store for you. And so does this person. And so does this person. I feel like Spirit has, you know, exactly what you want, you know, as far as like what you want within a man, as far as what you want within a, you know, woman. I feel like Spirit has that, you know, just waiting, you know, for you. And it's something that I think that Spirit really does want you to have, as well as, you know, experience. I just kind of feel like this entire situation has been preventing you all this time from like actually meeting this person, actually stumbling across this person. At the end of the day, you're a Taurus. Let's just focus on that, you know, like you guys are extremely loyal, okay? So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if you guys were to work things out and the one does, cross paths with you, you're never going to give that person the time and or day because of the way that you guys are, obviously, as individuals. When you guys are in a relationship, you guys are, extremely loyal, to that person that you're in a relationship with, regardless of, how they're treating you or what the case may be. You're going to forever remain loyal to that person and what you share with that person. You're never going to stray away. You know what I mean? Um, so with that being said, which is definitely a good thing, and this is kind of why Spirit's like, hey, like, don't let this person get, into your head all over again. Don't let this person, talk their way back into your life, all over again. Um, keep yourself open and available for this individual to come along, because at the end of the day, Taurus, it looks like Spirit does truly have what you want and desire within a man or within a woman, and Spirit wants to turn around and give you that. I just kind of feel like because this individual knows that that is also the case in some way, shape, or form, and I think it's just because this person's very intuitive and very spiritually based and they're very, very gifted, they're just trying to prevent that from happening. They're trying to basically block your blessing is what it is, What you truly want does exist out there. It really, really does. But it does kind of require you, in order to get what you want, it does kind of require you to do something that's very, very hard to do, Taurus, and that's keep that door closed, What actions? We have the King, not the King of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We got the Knight of Pentacles, to the 10 of Pentacles. And then we also have the King of Pentacles to the 5 of Swords with the 5 of Cups. And then we also have the High Priestess. See, they know. They know. They know, Taurus. It's a weird thing to explain and describe and everything, but they just know that they have to make this work, because if they don't make this work, somebody else is going to come along. And I keep getting that. They think that it's going to be somebody who's better than them, which, to be honest, I do believe that that is entirely true, because this person showed up as a King of Swords. This person that, I guess you have history with. And this individual that they personally have in mind is an Emperor. So it's not somebody that they personally know, right? And it's not somebody that you personally know. It's just, it's someone that they know just deep down inside is going to be better than them. They just know it. They can't explain why they know this to be true. They just know this to be true. And they know that once you meet this person, they're going to lose you forever. They're going to lose you forever. They're going to lose you forever. And that's what they want to prevent and avoid from happening. Now, another thing that I will say is this, Taurus, because I don't feel like you guys spent years without seeing one another or speaking to one another, okay? The fact that they go from a King of Swords to a King of Pentacles like that is remotely impossible. I say all of that to say this: there is no way that this individual has changed. There's just no way. They're going to act like they've changed. They're going to walk a fine line, in order to get what it is that they basically want out of you. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Because once they're able to get what they want out of you, which is basically a reconciliation, a coming back together, they're going to find themselves resorting right back to the version of them that you don't necessarily like. This person, it's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten this in a reading before, but they just know. They just know that they're not the one for you. They definitely consider you to be the one for them because you possess everything that they truly want and desire within a person, but they know that you're the one for them. They just know that they're not the one for you. As much as they want to be the one for you, because I am getting that they do want to be the one for you, they just feel like they'll never be the one for you. And what terrifies this individual the freaking most is losing you to this person, which is crazy because they don't even know who this person is, and neither do you. It's not like you've seen this Emperor before, and it's not like this individual has seen this Emperor either. Like, neither one of you know who this Emperor is. But they know once you meet this Emperor, like, You're going to completely forget about them. You're going to want nothing to do with them. And that's what they want to avoid from happening. I just think that this person just selfishly wants you to themselves, you know? And it's up to you, you know? It is so up to you, you know, if you turn around and give them what they want, which is basically, you know, a reconciliation. But I just feel like spirit wants to like show you already, like, hey, what you want, it truly does exist out there, you know? Just keep that door closed, please. Just keep it closed, you know? Don't let them get into your head again. Like, just keep it closed, keep it closed, keep it closed, you know? And they're gonna try to bust that fucking door open. Just be prepared for that, because it's gonna happen. But it's in your best interest that you stand your ground and just wait. Just wait. And I am getting, you don't have to wait too long either, until this individual does show up. But in the meantime, it's like, just stand your ground. Just wait. Wait on spirit to introduce you to this person, because once spirit introduces you to this person, it is legit a wrap for this person from your past. It's a wrap. It's you're not going to have any ounce and or desire to revisit this, because once you find yourself experiencing this new person, all that comes with this new person, you're not going to want to revisit the past ever again. You're just not going to want to. And that's the thing, is that this individual knows that. This individual from your past, they know that on an intuitive level. They just know that to be true. And this is what they want to prevent from happening, basically, is, you know, you meeting the one. So then there's that. But that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.